All right, so this is a battle report between another Chaos Warriors versus Chaos Warriors. You got the Twisted Pleasures, well, the ever-changing pleasures versus the army of Zinch, led by Hannibal, the Destroyer, the Blood Crusher, the Hellheart, the ever-changing Killer. So here's my setup here. I started before the I didn't catch the beginning setup, but I got a Chaos Dragon, two Chimeras. He's got some Marauder Horsemen, a unit of Hounds, a Chariot, and this is an interesting battle because we always play against each other every single tournament. I don't understand how we keep playing against each other every single tournament, but he has two Chimeras. He has a dude on a disc, a Hell Cannon. I also have a Hell Cannon too, and so we always collaborate and talk about what we should play, and we end up playing similar lists. He has a unit of Chaos Warriors with the Mark of Zinch with a blasted standard, and here's my Chariot over here. So I decided to move my Marauder Horsemen away because they can't really take anything on that flank. I got my Chariot there. Maybe I might be able to get some rear charge or a side charge or something. I really don't know, but I know that my Chimera is in the proper position. I got my Warriors there. They're behind the Hounds. That might have been a bad decision now that I think back on it. They're all about throwing magic down the field and stuff, and they really didn't have any line of sight. Well, they had line of sight, but it was just a bad position. My Hellstriders didn't really have anything to do. Hellstriders need to really hit on flanks and stuff like that. So they were in the, they were. In, it, I think the whole reason why this game went the way it did is because my guys were all in the wrong positions. I really need to start thinking about strategies before the game start. And the games that I usually think about strategies before the game start, I usually always win those, and by a big margin too. But here's another picture of the Warriors standing behind the Hounds. It was a bad position for them. Um, but yeah, there's my Hell Cannon. I put it kind of over there because I didn't really know what to do with it at the beginning of the tournament. And by the end of the tournament, I really caught on what it's supposed to do. And when I made it do what it's supposed to do, like jumping into close combat, holding things down, it really did quite a magnificent job. Over here, I decided to throw flame on the Marauder Horseman. I didn't really know what to do with the flame template because he had the blasted standard, and I don't really know how the blasted standard works with flaming in close combat or whatever. I decided to charge his hounds, and they fled off the board. I guess that's 30 points for me. I guess, or whatever he decided to use for them. And there they go. They're gone. But I now that I'm looking back on this battle, I should have done a whole lot of other things differently, and I probably would have gotten maybe not a win, but at least a higher score than I did. And me and him, we've had troubles with Empire and all this other stuff, and so we decided, like, yeah, somebody's gonna get points this game. He flies in his turn. He flies his Chimera up like this, and he points him like this. At first, it kind of confused me, but after that turn three, I realized what he was doing. I really wanted to he moved his warriors up like that. I had my chariot over there, and I'm trying to charge that spawn there and overrun into his Hell Cannon and maybe get him in combat resolution, or not get him in combat resolution because I know it's unbreakable, but at least get some lucky hits in and kill it. You only need 5 lucky hits to kill the thing. He cast treason on the unit, and at first it was kind of something that I didn't want to happen, but after once I thought about it, it wasn't that bad of a deal there because it really didn't affect the game. I think in his magic phase he killed a couple of Marauder horsemen. That's not them fleeing, but it's just me moving away. Um, in hindsight, I should have done a whole lot of things differently. But the Chaos Dragon, he fails a charge like 3 times in the game. It was ridiculous. He only needed like an 8, and every time he rolled like a 5. One time he rolled like a 6. It was just, he just couldn't charge anything. The Chimeras got there, okay. I wanted to charge and get some extra points, maybe off of his hounds or marauders or whatever. And so the warriors march up like this, and yeah, I'm like, oh, I could charge them. And now that I'm looking at the picture, it might have been a flank charge. I should have taken advantage of it, but I didn't. It happens like that, I guess, at tournaments. You see opportunities that just pass you by, and I'm pretty novice compared to like Ben Mitchell and Once Bitten and all the rest of them. I mean, yeah, I've beaten Once Bitten before, but I got lucky. So here's how this whole thing went down. The dragon tries to charge again, it fails. His guys are in all the right positions. I charge into the Chaos Spawn, and I'm going to beat that thing in close combat for sure. So I realized that he's probably going to kill those hounds, and so I should overrun it into the Hell Cannon. I bring my Hell Striders up behind the Chaos Dragon. There's really no purpose for him in this game. The Hell Striders are no match for Warriors of Chaos. And so, yeah, that's what happens. The Chaos Warriors beat the Spawn. They overrun into the Hell Cannon, and I'm like, yes, this is a good chance for me to actually win this thing. I also throw, I guess I threw some Marauder Horsemen in there just to slow that unit down. That looks like Archaon, but it's not Archaon. This is BSB, and his Chimera is out of place, and so I'm happy about that. Here's that third charge that the dragon whiffed on. It would have helped a lot in close combat with that Hell Cannon, but he just didn't make it. The Hell Cannon does a significant amount of wounds, but I still have a rank on it, so I'm steadfast. He has no rank, and I do have a rank, so it's steadfast. There's my Chimera there. Maybe I might be able to get a charge in against his warriors, but it doesn't work out. I charge in the chariot into his rear. I'm like, that's a rear charge, and he didn't have his character back there fighting the chariot, and decides to move it back there. I probably should have been more strict on that, but I let him go ahead and move that character back there. Even though I knew it would probably be my downfall. Just trying to be a nice guy, but, and I'm a nice guy in tournaments, and maybe I shouldn't be, but I am anyway, you know what I mean? I'm a generous warrior. Okay, so the dragon finally gets charging on that Hell Cannon, and then my other Chimera, he loses close combat somewhere where he flees, and he flees through the unit, and he ends up on the other back end. I'm hoping that he might rally. Chances are he won't, because his leadership is 5. And here we go. We finally kill that freaking Hell Cannon. And I'm thinking I might be able to get my Exalted Hero into his Lord, and he might be able to hold him up, maybe even do some wounds. But it doesn't look good. We've got his warriors there. Everything starts to collapse on me. And yeah, here's another view. But it ended up being that he ended up charging into the last remaining units, and it was a good game. He ended up winning that one pretty easily, half-handedly. Great win for him, and he later on went pretty far up on the ranking, and I came out with some points. I guess it's all right. But yeah, if you like this video, you go ahead and subscribe. Even though he is a fancy lad, I want to get him. Oh man, I have to. The next battle is going to be the Barbie Mash versus the Twisted Paths. This battle shall also be told.